Hi, everybody, and welcome to the third season of the Ontario Time Attack e-racing series, Overtake the Apex, using a settled course on the PC. With the COVID-19 pandemic on hand and all of us staying indoors and away from other people to help plank the curve, what better way to stay driving than a virtual race series? Season 3 schedule will be Race 1 tonight, Honda Fits at CTMP GP. We have the Honda Civic SIR EG6 at Road Atlanta on May 11th. May 18th, we have the GT4 Super at Fuji Speedway. That should be a good one. May 25th, race 4 with the GT3R 911 at Le Mans. That should also be a good one. I believe it's going to be at nighttime, so that's going to be very interesting for the drivers. June 1st, race 5, GT2 458 at the Lausitzring, which is the first track actually that they're running at DTM this season. They're actually there this week, which is going to be really exciting. June 8th, we got race 6, V8 Supercars at Bathurst, Classic Combo. And then June 15th, finishing it off, race 7, the Dallara F317 at Paul Ricard. This series has been the work of a lot of people with their hands on deck, making sure that we can make something fun happen for our sim racers. And it wouldn't be without the support from the following people, mainly Hit Motorsport, we also have the support of DriverMod. DriverMod, Philip at DriverMod, has been awesome helping us set up the server for tonight's race. He has a great website, lots of cool articles. Make sure you read them, enjoy them, share them with your friends. Philip has been a huge help for setting up the series, so thanks to Philip at DriverMod. And of course, Ontario Time Attack. Now, what we have today, I have my co-presenter, Senior Josh. Josh, how are you, sir?
Oh, I'm good. It's always good when we get to go racing at Mosport, Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. Big fan of the track, and the Honda Fit's a pretty fun car. Should be a pretty good race day.
Absolutely. And if I forgot to introduce myself, my name is Jordan Bazugli. And let's go over to the drivers now and see how they're doing. I believe there's about 10 minutes left in qualifying, so we'll see where everybody's sitting. Perfect. All right, we got eyes on the track here. Currently, lots of drivers under the 140s. This is going to be a good race.
Yeah, it seems to be a pretty good qualifying. The times are actually pretty varied, and they do follow kind of a decent distribution. And then you get to Val sitting on the pole, the 137.765, a lot faster than the 138.2 for second. I wasn't expecting the gap to be that big. It was a bit closer up until pretty much just as we went live. The gap was pretty close, so Val got a really good lap there. He's in the pits now, though, so he's might be getting ready for a second.
Absolutely. We have Edgar Lee here on a quick lap. Let's see what he hits when he crosses the line, just as he's running around the last corner here. Going towards the finish. Let's see what he puts down.
One that is faster, I think.
There you go. Yeah, up into 11th place, just outside the top 10. And Philip with another quick one. 138.9. We got
Joel's coming through 5 now. This lap's looked pretty fast so far. Let's see how well. He had a good 5. Up the back straight. Not a lot of power working for these cars up the back straight, honestly. The draft is really what's going to help. So even in qualifying, if you can get behind somebody, you could probably put a serious dent into your lap time.
Absolutely.
Just by being behind a guy. I guess just as we still have some time left in qualifying, we want to do a real quick breakdown as to kind of race format.
Yes, absolutely. So let's do it. So the race is going to be 1 hour 45 minutes, an endurance race. It'll start counting from 1:45 and then right on down to 0. Race should go live in about 8 minutes time with about a minute 30 to grid the cars up, make sure everybody's all settled in and our racers are ready to go to race. Based on the fits, these things are actually pretty fuel efficient. Some drivers are saying they should be able to make it to the end. The big question mark though is going to be tires. This is the one thing that our drivers didn't get a lot of time to refine, just because of a late tire change before the race start. So it'll be very interesting to see how those wear down over the race and see whether or not any pit stops will be warranted for that.
Yeah, I agree. The fuel shouldn't be too much of an issue, but the tires are really what's going to matter. If the tires wear off enough, you might not, you might actually save time by stopping in the pits, spending more time with the tires on it than you would gain by staying out.
Absolutely.
It'll really be difficult to see. The drivers have got to run some practice, but we haven't seen, or at least I haven't seen, a full kind of race distance practice. So I don't really know what the wear is going to be like. I imagine not too bad. I don't believe these are on too aggressive of a tire profile. I think it's meant for a bit more durability, kind of similar to a track tire rather than a racing slick.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I ran a couple sledding laps myself this afternoon, and yeah, they're on a hard tire. What's interesting though is I guess based on the pressures that were chosen, left front tends to get a little hot, so I'm sure that'll wear down faster than the others. Weird thing with the fit though is because it has so little weight over the back tires, I do imagine that the front tires are going to wear a lot quicker than the rears, which might actually help these drivers. It does like to lift off oversteer quite a bit, so probably a little bit of tire wear related understeer might help stabilize the car, especially as the fuel kind of unloads from the tank. With a full fuel tank, it's rock steady, but on a light fuel load, it loves to lift off oversteer and get nice and sideways. So just gotta stay on the throttle and stay committed.
100%. I just want to point out Ujwal just did a new personal best. He's now within just over 0.2 of Val, so he might end up going faster, but who knows? It just looked like quite a quick lap. I don't know if he can tie it together now, though. Phillips just set another fastest lap. That's good enough for 10th.
Well, the field keeps closing in.
Yeah, but like you were going back to what you were saying, yeah, the tire wear will be interesting because from my understanding, the fit, let's be honest, it's not the most powerful car that's ever come to motorsport. So there isn't a lot of braking required. It's a lot of just going flat through corners. But what that'll do is it'll scrub the front tires. So
Absolutely.
You're kind of trading your speed for tire wear. The issue is once you run out of tires, you have an option to brake, so you can't carry that speed.
Absolutely, especially on key corners, turn 2 for one, coming down that hill, very critical that you could carry as much speed on the entry as possible as you're coming down the hill. If you do brush wide, luckily there is that runoff, that paved runoff, but it really, really compromises your exit speed. Another spot as well, coming into turn 5, the corner entry there up the hill, even though it is a slower corner, the more speed that you can carry into the corner and do your braking on the actual hill portion, the better, because it just allows you to kind of stay off to the left-hand side, get a good exit, and get that critical exit speed on the end-ready straight.
Right, exactly. Another thing too, turn 5 really is kind of the make-or-break corner here. CTMP.
Yeah, Ujwal rips a 137.7. Sorry to interject there, but on a flyer, my friend.
He's on the pole now. That's still in the pits. I don't know if he has anything to answer for that.
I think he might sneak out on a late lap, try to find a gap in traffic and make some magic happen.
Gonna have to make that decision quick. He's got 4.5 minutes. So
oh yeah, well,
pretty much 2 flyers.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, turn 5 really is a make or break corner. The curbs on the inside of both the first and the second apex are pretty tall. They're probably about a foot tall. Maybe a little bit less, but the point is that we will absolutely throw the cars. If you even think about hitting that curb, it typically ruins your lap because the car will usually quite literally get airborne.
Oh yeah.
That definitely affects stability when there's 3 wheels on the ground.
Yeah, for sure. And it's very easy to touch a curb. Oh, now you got 1 wheel on the ground.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun driving these fits. Squeeze over to Mike Wagner here. You can see how much the suspension's compressing into the entry in T5. It's absolutely bananas.
Yeah, 100%. These cars too, especially because they're front-wheel drive and they weigh about as much as a tin can. You'll often see them lock the rears or at least tripod through corners. Now that's a good thing because it means the car's cornering well and they're driving it on the left. But that also can wear out the tire, which can lead to some unpredictability, but that can also, even just from the driver's perspective, they'll feel it in the wheel as a vibration, and to be honest, that just kind of gets annoying, and small things like that can really throw you off your rhythm, even if it's not actually that important.
Absolutely, yeah. The flat spotting can be quite a nuisance, especially over an hour, 45-minute race like this, where your tire management's going to be critical.
We called it. Val was going to come out of the pits to have an answer for it.
All right.
Turn 5.
And yeah, there you go. I think he got a little aggressive there. He's merging back on track here on the Andretti straight.
Good example of the turn 5 curbs.
Oh yeah, they'll get you, especially 5B. It's a really tall one, and if it catches you off guard, it catches you really off guard.
Oh, 100%. The curbs, I would compare. It's like hitting a speed bump going 100. That's pretty much how.
Basically, yeah. It really doesn't like that.
There is zero advantage to hitting that curve. It is like, it doesn't work. Just trust me. You will still do it though. It's not like some of the curves, for example, in 2.
No, for sure. Absolutely. Well, why don't we run down the grid? We got 2 minutes left in quality, and drivers are finishing off their last ditch efforts to get on pole.
Grid rundown. Ujwal's going to be first. Val Pietro making second for now. Got Langile or Thomas is going to be in third. Eric Della Riva in the pits, but he's in fourth. Nathan Hodgkins is going to be fifth. Joseph Yang going to be sixth. Mike Wagner is going to be seventh. Edgar Lee going to be eighth. Doug Newman ninth. Philip, the man, the myth, the legend, going to be running on top 10.
Our driver mod man himself.
Yeah, Phil, the driver mod man himself, Philip, Mr. Driver Mod.
Yes.
I'm calling him that. He's not going to like it. Lion King going to be 12th. Jackson Oliveira is going to be 13th. Michael's going to be 14th. Gaglione is going to be in the runoff, but he's also going to be in 15th. Renison Lowe going to be 16th. Eddie J rounded up 17th. Leif Madsen 18th in the pits. Lorenzo 19th in the pits. Leo Mora going to be top 20. 140.099. The first driver going to be in the 140s. Rosa Mario Andretti straightaway. Laszlo Toth coming to the front straight. Can he improve? Oh, it's going to be 21st. Randy Zimmer 22nd. Walter Beed 23rd. Dimitri Munchkin in the pits. He's also 24th. Anthony H rounded up the back of the grid 25th.
So we got a big field. Joseph Yang just actually improved his time to 138.2, so now he's up in third place. 43 seconds left in qualifying, so I'm sure a lot of drivers kind of rushing along to help finish off their laps and see what they can do.
Here is where the match is going to happen. Val coming out of the last corner. Can he improve? He's got to beat a 137.7 flat.
Let's see. He crosses the line. Doesn't beat it.
He does not beat it.
Does not beat it. Well, he's got one more, so let's see what he can do.
It is true.
Leo's now in the 139, so we got one more driver in the 139s. It's got a big, not too bad of a spread actually. It's actually going to be a very competitive pack, especially over an hour 45 minutes. Anything can happen.
Yeah, it's true. Another key part of it too that we're not seeing in the qualifying is the draft. The draft on the back straight will really help. It'll probably save you honestly a second total lap time as our qualifying ends out. It looks like we're getting ready to grid up and go racing.
All right.
Grid up.
We are on grid. I will flip my cameras over, make sure we're all good. Gotta love Assetto Corsa for its interesting camera choices.
Assetto Corsa known for being really good at camera choices. An industry leader. Don't know what the industry is, but it's...
That ain't it.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not.
There we go. That's what we wanted.
There we go.
Lovely.
It'll work it out eventually. There we are.
Absolutely. So the countdown's going to commence in another minute. It's going to be very interesting first lap. I'm sure drivers are going to be door to door, elbows out, trying to gain that important track position, which can be so key over the course of a long race, just in terms of trying to defend and make sure you're in good position. But like you said, the draft on the back straight, it's going to be very interesting.
You know what I got to feel for? I got to feel for everybody who's like behind 13th because they have to start in turn 10. CTMP normally does not use standing starts, but instead, of course, it means we are going to use standing starts. So everybody who's pretty much 15th and back is starting in turn 10. So they're starting on a corner, and the guys, Dimitri and Anthony, back in 24th and 25th, they are literally starting at a 90-degree angle to the leaders. So they are way back there, but you never know. As we just wait for drivers to grid up, about 20 seconds till the green flag.
Yeah, we got 15 seconds left now. This is, ooh, I am excited for this one. I can tell you that this is not a bad way to start it, for sure.
Also, a really good shot of the pit wall there.
Oh yeah.
And the Canadian Tire Motorsports Park logo and the Canadian Tire logo.
And
5 red lights.
Green flag and we're racing.
Going.
Here we go.
Val with a great start. Joseph Yang seemed to bog a little bit. It's going to come down into turn 1.
Eric making moves as well. He got a fantastic start. Up into 4th place.
Field looking to be pretty stable. Turn 1, not seeing any problems.
Yeah, they're all making their way down.
Oh, there's trouble! Oh, who's that? Mike Wagner's off.
Phillips falling down the order.
Oh no!
Let's see what happened there. Oh.
Oh, there was door-to-door contact.
Yeah.
I didn't see who win. Might have been Phil.
Unlucky. We'll have to take a look at that.
Eggerly's off into 3.
Oh,
Just went straight
into the wall. Oof.
Oh no! Doug Newman's around.
Ooh, a little bit of mayhem. Let's see what happened here. Oh, he must have hit the wall on the exit of turn 3. Let's see what's going on at the front here. We got Val still in the lead. Got a really good start.
Oh, no, hang on. I'm wrong.
Ooh.
A little bit too excited. Oh, man, I forgot what lap 1 races were like here at CTMP.
Very chaotic.
Oh.
All right, back in the front here, things to be the top 10 have had fairly trouble-free, at least I guess the first half of the lap here. Rounding out to turn 8 now. Val absolutely sending it into there. Absolutely fantastic. Ujwal staying close behind, and same with Laszlo, Eric, all in close company here.
Yeah, pretty much single file for 8, 9, and 10. A real fun corner complex. Colin B's going to try and move to the inside on Michael. It's going to work. It's not going to work that curve.
The curve will get you.
Yeah,
we got another good battle here with Jackson here. Trying to tuck in on the inside there. Not quite. He may have a run into turn 2 here though. Let's see what happens. Tucking in, close behind. It's very critical to keep it on the inside in turn 2 to actually get a nice little exit here and get some speed.
You can also do too, if there's a car on the inside that might compromise your line, you can run it a little bit wide, kind of miss the first apex or 2, and then just swing down the bottom on the inside.
Jackson gets a really good exit. May be able to squeeze his way up to 7th, but
side by side through 4 is going to be real risky.
Ooh, contact.
Keep your foot in. Oh, he saved it.
Saved it. That was excellent driving. You can see the right rear locking up there as they're going up T5A. But ooh, good battles. Got a lot of battle. I think Michael Puchik and Colin are actually battling it out as well here. Look at the pack here. We got Eddie J running alongside, going for the pass as well. Look at this pack. Oof.
That is the thing with those turn 5 curves. If you just touch it, you're gonna lose all your run.
It costs you severely on that straight. That's for sure. Well, it's a long race. It's an hour 45. I guess all the drivers are elbows out, but hey, a lot of room to move up the pack, even if you're further back than the rest of the field here. Just you know.
Remember, battling with these other guys, all it's going to do at this early part of the race, it'll be pretty helpful. You might be able to gain some positions, but you can't just keep battling on and on and on, because eventually you're going to start wearing the tires out, which means you ruin your long-term run, and then also more importantly, when you're battling another guy, you're slowing both of you down. So the guy in front who's walking away with it, you're not going to be catching him if you're battling.
No, for sure.
You're battling with somebody else. It's just, you're compromising both your lines. The only thing you might be able to gain is on the ground, but the guy in front's not going to be gaining.
For sure. If you want to make a move, you got to make it quick. That's for sure. Got Eric here on the back straight, or on the front straight into, into T5 here. Got a nice run on Thomas. See if he can make something happen on the entry of the corner. Trying to crowd him a little bit. Oh, touch the curb there. That's going to cost him.
Colin, here comes Colin. Is he going to get a move on the line? He does.
He does.
Colin with a great pass into 5.
That right rear locking up again on the exit, but made it look easy.
I know, somebody spun in the back.
Oh, Leo.
Leo was sideways. Oh, no.
Leo's dropped down.
Not too sure.
Yeah, not sure.
You do have a lot of an issue with the front-wheel drive cars in 5. Sometimes if you try and hit the brakes again for the second apex, it will spin you. Not sure if he got helped or if he did it on his own.
Mike with a nice little pass on the exit of 5B there on Dimitri, and looks like he's trying to close in on Randy up ahead as well. Got a lot of good battles in the field here. Ujwal and Valor, woo, bumper to bumper.
We got a new leader. Ujwal leads this race.
Val's not giving up without a fight though, that's for sure, because he is on him like a dirty shirt. Oh man, on him like a dirty shirt.
As we like to say, he's all over him like a cheap suit.
Absolutely.
Nobody says that, but I'm saying it.
You're saying it. It's all good. It's all gravy, you know. We're doing it live.
It's my show.
Exactly. I make up the rules.
Oh man, we still got an hour and 39 minutes left. Like I can't use all my jokes.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, is it time for a Honda Fit fun fact in the meantime?
Oh man, I mean, do you want to do a Honda Fit fun fact?
Let's do a Honda Fit fun fact. Why not?
Let's do a Honda Fit fun fact.
All right. So the Honda Fit is marketed as the Honda Jazz in Europe in most places. It's only called the Honda Fit in North America and Japan. Just an interesting fact about Fit or the Jazz.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah.
Wonder why they did that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. You know, regional things. It's also called. It's also called the Honda Life exclusively, as well, which is very interesting in China.
Really? Huh. I don't even know what to say. You know what I do know what to say? That we've got a pass for 4th. 3rd, rather. Oh, they're going to go side by side through 8. This will be fun. Oh, Thomas gets a bit sideways in 8. He's going to slow up Eric. Eric with a beautiful over-under, capitalizing on the mistake.
See if he can cut in and try to... Oh, yeah, beautiful. Absolutely textbook.
Here he goes. That was a good move. Yellow. It's got the Jackson's trying for 8. Check. Let's see what next happens. Jackson might be able to get a move on Colin for 7. He's there, but he's not quite there.
Not quite, just a little short, but maybe he can make something stick into turn 5, or maybe on the exit. I mean, I think that's where most drivers have been making their passes these last few laps.
Yeah, let's see. Jackson, he's got the run. He did the
there you go. Hit the turn 3. Can you do it? Not quite.
Might be trying to save his tires, though. Maybe
yeah.
Well, that would have been a pretty risky move for pretty much an hour and a half left.
Yeah, you really have to bide your time.
Like the nicest guy, yeah.
You really have to bide your time over a long endurance race like this. You know, as much as we all want to be superheroes, it's all about, you know, tire preservation and, you know, just managing your pace.
Yeah, that's the other thing, too, is if you try and make a lot of exhausting, like, aggressive moves, you also can just burn yourself. It's not even necessarily a car thing. That causes it's kind of a hassle. You lose that mental stamina. Yeah, we've got a pass for 21st. Has to be conventional.
Stuff. We also got a close battle for 18th and 19th here. Got Mike Wagner and Eddie J here. He's got a whole pack back here. Oh, no! Contact! Oh, no! Oh, whoa! Whoa! Oh, heartbreaking. Oh.
Oh. Man, that is... Oh, man, you do not want to see that. That is horrific.
Hopefully our virtual drivers are okay.
Oh, man, all of the virtual window nets are virtually down.
Got Leo here up in 16th, up on Laszlo on his bumper. Let's see if he can make a move stick here.
We're all running the exact same paint scheme. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, I believe for next week we will have our livery sorted out with the series sponsors, which should be interesting. A nice little hat tip to the people that made this possible.
thank all of our sponsors. So we have a pass through 3. That pass is courtesy of our sponsors.
Absolutely.
Specifically said with an hour and 35 minutes. And
Oh,
46 seconds,
trouble!
I want to say pass. Oh!
Leo just got into the side of Laszlo there. Laszlo's
Wow.
off track and I assume not happy.
No.
Ooh.
Oh, not happy. Oh man. Turn 3 tends to have. There tends to be contact. It tends to be one of those things where it's a corner where you get the run down the hill and it's difficult to kind of get the look. You don't if the person's got to run, you're not always looking because you're focusing on your braking point, and just those things happen.
It's tricky, that's for sure, especially because the elevation changes about halfway through the corner. You're coming in and it's a little bit off camber, so and you're kind of coming up the hill, and as you hit the apex, it's where it crests and starts to come downhill. But as you carry speed, because it's so off camber from the center, it's very easy to run wide and get into the side of somebody if you're trying to make a pass on the outside and make it stick. It's a very tricky corner, definitely the toughest to master on the track, at least in my eyes. I would say even from my perspective, tougher than 5.
Really?
Yeah.
I disagree with that, but respectfully.
Absolutely. Hey, that's why we have 2 commentators. We all have different opinions.
Different opinions. Varying opinions. Nothing's ever the same here at OTA.
Absolutely not. Let's take a look at the leaders. It seems that Ujwal and Val are kind of keeping each other honest. Yeah. Staying within a second of one another.
Kind of pulled out, Val's caught him a little bit, but Ujwal pulled out a huge gap a couple laps ago. It was like almost 2 seconds ahead.
Yeah, but Val seems to be on him.
Joseph Yang is slow. I think he spun out of 3.
Yeah, he's dropping down the order pretty quick.
Dropping. Oh no, it's not good. Probably just a spin out of 3. What'll happen a lot of times is we'll have drivers dip a wheel coming out of turn 3. They'll just hook right into the wall. That is pretty common. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what happens. It happens to the best.
Absolutely.
It's one of those racing beats, as we say.
Got eyes on Mr. Driver Mod himself, Philip here. Fell down the order, I guess the 23rd, but he seems to be on Anthony here. I believe this is the closest battle we got on track right now, so we'll see if he can make a move stick.
He divides a prime passing spot. These Honda Fit engines screaming up to about 7,000 RPM, I think. All 126 horsepower. That's a lot of horsepower.
Ripping tech, as they say.
Of course. As is common lingo in the Honda Fit paddock.
Yep. Absolutely. Check out on Philip here. He seems to have the draft on Anthony. Let's see if he can make a move stick into turn 8 here.
Look, he'll make work maybe to the inside. That would have been risky. I don't blame him. That would have been a real risky move. Throwing dive bombs with over an hour and a half left is not a way to get friends.
Absolutely not. Let's see what he's doing here.
Way wide. Phillips going a bit wide.
Oh, trouble. Uh-oh.
Oh man. Hey, I mean, that's unfortunate, but Philip kind of had a bit of a move, and Anthony kind of cracked out his normal. I don't know about.
Yeah, I don't know how I would call that. I mean, yeah, Philip was a little bit behind, but we'd have to check the tape on that because
that'd be my rule. I would not immediately.
For sure. That's racing, I guess.
It's true. It's one of them racing deals.
Absolutely. I'm sure we'll see a protest afterwards. A couple.
100%.
Couple angry drivers, but it's all good fun.
It's all good fun. There'll be no tempers flare. Unless contractually obligated.
Oh, of course.
Joseph Yang might try to move on Yenison. Sorry, Renison.
Doug is closing in on Leo as well. Let's see what's going on back here. Ooh, the big send.
Ooh. Oh, I thought he was going for it. I totally thought he was going for it.
Same here.
All right, here we go.
Tucking in, I think, playing it safe.
Start lap 8.
Let's ride along with Doug here. Doug had a fairly quick qualifying time. I think he had an incident on lap 1, so you know, drop back the order, but he seems to be moving his way back up. Leo going big sideways there. Let's see if Doug can capitalize on that. Ooh, it's tight. Ooh, it's tight.
Oh, he's gonna do it. If he pulls this move off. Oh, what a move. Oh, no,
Oh.
Leo still got something to say about it. Leo goes wide. Come on, Doug.
Can Leo make it stick? Oh, Leo's. Oh, Leo loses it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That was.
Gets it going.
Whew, that was
It's not losing
toit.
pace.
That was toit.
Joseph Yang gets past Redson.
And Leaf has a little bit of off on the exit T5 there.
That's true. We do have cars to do that.
Yeah, Lawrence getting past. Lawrence DeFranco up to 11th. I think he qualified 19th, so big mover on his side, which is really good. Got the order all shuffled around.
Yeah, Leaf does not have a good run on the back straight. Like I said, compromising the exit at turn 5 really just ruins like any chance you have of a good run.
It's gonna hurt you. That is for sure.
Especially in a low-power car like this, you just drop positions.
Yeah, it's
so.
It's all momentum. It's just all momentum around here. You just need to carry as much cornering speed as you can. Flat out whenever possible. Don't brake. Not braking's helpful.
Yeah,
And,
100%. I mean,
yeah.
the car, I mean, you know, they're doing like 137s. It's not the fastest lap we've seen around here. So yeah, just don't brake. Use the elevation.
Absolutely.
The other thing too that it isn't always visible to the average eye, the back straight actually goes up a hill. There's 2 crests in it, and those will really slow these cars down because, well, it's Honda.
Fair enough. Or the Honda Life in China, as we said before.
Respectfully, not having any Honda Fit slander, but it's, you know, not a prototype. Cool if it was. Is Lorenzo going to try moving to 5? Oh, maybe. Also, Val has brought the gap back on the lead.
Yeah, this is. Oh, here's the exit on Lorenzo here. Got quite the move coming up onto the back straight here. Seems to have good exit speed.
Yeah, you just got to stick in the draft, keep the run.
Yep. The Delta is sticking around, you know, 0.7 seconds, 0.8 seconds. Seems to be dropping off. Wonder if Joseph is flat foot shifting that boy. I know it helps big time. Let's jump back to the leaders here because it looks like Val is within a second here, close to half a second actually on Ujwal, trying to make him nervous.
He's hit the turn 2 jump, a little skip on the wheel.
As we know, Val has an EG Civic himself, which he has yeeted around CTMP many a time. So he is our local. Oh yeah, absolutely, for sure. It rips tech very hard.
That is true.
But he is our local front-wheel drive Honda specialist around this track. Obviously seems to be making an impression on Ujwal. But Ujwal seems to be holding steady. So this is going to be a very exciting battle to watch. I mean, it's already been almost 20 minutes. Whoa, big moment for Val. Whoa.
Keep your foot in it. No.
Hey, saves it. Ooh, that's going to cost Val dearly. It's going to actually close Eric right up into him, and I think Eric's going to get past him on the straight here.
I don't think it'll cost him 4th. It's definitely going to cost him 3rd.
Eric zooms on by. Val now down to 3rd place.
Had some sort of an issue. Just got past him in 10th. He was really slow at a 3rd.
I wonder what's going on there. We got Lawrence right behind him. I think he's going to try to move up into 11th again here. See if he can get a decent exit.
A really important question for you. It's a bit late. Who's your pick to win this race?
Ooh. You know what? I'll go with the front-wheel drive specialist, Mr. DiPietro.
Sure.
I think so, although I'm not sure.
I got a weird one for you. You ready for this?
All right, let's hear it.
You're not ready.
I don't know. No, I'm ready. Let's hear it.
Colin B. He's gonna win this race.
He's made moves, and he's closing in on Nathan. He's
gonna pass all 5 cars in front of him. He's gonna win this race.
Anything can happen. Hey, you know what? A couple people have made mistakes, and he seems to have been rock solid, and he's actually closing in on Nathan. Let's go check that out.
I'm picking both of them. What are you gonna do about it?
How about I pick the top 25?
That's a really
one of the top 25 will win the race. I think that's a fair assessment.
Lorenzo. Just those turn 2 exit curves. When you're driving a car that weighs this much, which is not a lot, when you hit that turn 2 exit curve, the thing just skips like a rock.
Yeah, even you could see on the entry on T3 there, you got to have a little moment on the inside curb and send him up on 2.
Bounce it up and down like magic beans. Like it's just skip, skip, skip. It's like we're driving at Sebring.
Oh yeah, gotta love the concrete there. Keeps it interesting.
That's true. Sebring known for its good racing service. Service? Wow.
Michael Gaglione moving up into 8th place.
Yeah, making a good move.
Good stuff. That's what we like to see.
An issue out of the hairpin. Based off the speed difference, I wouldn't be surprised if there might have been a problem.
Perhaps even Dimitri looks like to be closing in on Walter here. See if he can make a move stick.
Dimitri is the Honda Fit specialist because he does own one.
Yes, absolutely. Expect great things out of him in this race.
I haven't seen his car, but he allegedly owns one.
He does own a blue Honda Fit. He takes it to autocross. It is rad. Gotta love our Honda Fits. Randy's gone past Laszlo here.
What happened to Laszlo? Maybe he was a bit slower. Jackson has set a new personal best.
139, 150. Not bad at all. Yeah, Dimitri does. Oh, he doesn't quite make it stick around Walter. Let's see what he can do through the last couple corners and check in on Val. Seems to be closing on Eric as well. See if he can reclaim 2nd place.
Usual kind of just walking away with it. I mean, it is a long race, but good showing.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll check in with Dimitri in a bit, but let's look at Val and see how he's chugging along here.
Still hasn't learned. He's still destroying that 2nd curve at 5. Maybe he knows something I don't know. Maybe it's faster. Maybe he's doing up a mistake. Maybe he's not. Who knows?
Who knows? I don't know. For myself, I avoid it like the plague.
I don't know a lot about race cars.
Can we get an obscure fact about a race car?
Well, you got an obscure fact about the 2000 GlobeMegaWheels.com Grand Prix at Mosport. It was a really good race. Jan Magnussen raced the Panos GTR1. Sorry, the Panos Esperante front-wheel drive prototype. One of the last, the second last prototype ever to race in top-tier prototype racing after the Nissan Nismo GTR LM.
That's the stuff that we like to hear.
Also, that website doesn't exist anymore.
Interesting. As most websites don't exist from the old .com bubble, as they call it.
Did you hear about the Space Jam website? They brought that back.
Yeah.
They changed it when they brought it back.
Web 1.0 and all. It's the whole deal. It's a nice little time capsule, if you will.
First they got rid of it, but then they brought it back by popular demand.
No, it's good
a
stuff.
Great day for internet fans.
I have a weird
stuff happening in this race, isn't there?
Hey, you know what? There is some movement. I mean, the top 10 have been fairly stable, but look, Michael is trying to squeeze in the top 10 right now for some precious points.
A little bit of a battle there.
Some good stuff.
Proverbial Aruba cars.
Well, trying to squeeze by, make some stick on the outside. Maybe he'll bide his time, try to get him on the entry to 5. Let's see what he can do.
Past the iconic 42 concessions here.
Oh yeah. The chicken nuggets are excellent.
Concessions at the entirety of Canadian Tire.
See that? Ooh, is he gonna make it stick on the outside? I think so, because he's gonna have the inside line into turn 4 here. Seems to have the pace.
Walter B has looped in the last corner. They dropped 2 places.
Michael with a great move. Great move to get into P10 here.
Oh, just parks it on the apex, holds up Lionkin. Lorenzo's going to sneak by too. Whoa! That was close. Oof. Of course, hop skipping and in fact jumping.
Coming back to the top 3 here. Val is on Eric's bumper now. He's closed that gap quite a bit. So let's see. Ooh, a little bit of a touch. Getting a little aggressive, we can see. I have a racing car fun fact that's semi-obscure, if you would like to hear it.
A race car fun fact.
So, the Nissan, the Delta Wing project, as we know, the failed Delta Wing, the race car with the bicycle front wheels and the really fat rear tires. It actually has an 80% rear brake bias, so only 20% of the braking is happening on the front wheels. Just because of the contact patch is so vastly different in the track around Le Mans that they were actually running a very heavy rear brake bias, but it would also make it very unstable under corner entry.
I was like, wow, that sounds awful to drive.
Yeah, I mean, you wonder why it didn't stick, right? You know, why didn't we have more rocket-shaped cars?
Yeah, Hopefully they're with a more conventional front-wheel drive car after that went well.
Oh yeah, you gotta love Nissan. Yeah, I mean, hey, you know,
Innovation excites.
absolutely. You know,
That's their
hey,
motto.
you know, the '80s they had the IMSA GTO 300CX, absolute ripper, fast, fast, fast. Oh
They had
yeah, '90s the Group A GTR. So it's
that's true. They had the R92 CP, the Group C car that raced at Lemans, where the wastegate seized shut, and he qualified on pole by 6 seconds because the engine made 1,400 horsepower instead
and
of
then
800.
blew up the engine immediately afterwards.
And then immediately grenaded it.
Oh yeah,
Did that on hard tires too.
which is
Really
absolutely
impressive.
bananas.
That's true.
I believe it was the fastest.
Bananas how close down.
Is it the highest top speed ever recorded at Le Mans? Because I believe that was that before the chicanes.
No, that was with the chicanes. Yeah, Project 400 I tried it. I don't know if they got it. That was I believe it was a Jolt entry. They literally were just trying to set the fastest speed. The car was off.
Val is
Eric and Val getting close.
on his bumper.
Jackson has set another personal best. Jackson is in the zone.
Let's see from the bumper cam here. He's right on him. He's just good. Oh.
Whoa!
Look at the left rear just tripod into T5.
Ooh. Skip.
Oh, Eric having a bit of a moment, running wide.
Right rear tires.
Val runs off here. It's gonna cost him his exit speed. Eric had a little bit of a mistake there too, though, but I mean, clearly not as much as Val, who you know, cost him quite a bit of time there. Seems to be holding about a second, but.
You know what happened there? He's right behind him in the draft. He pulled the air off his car. He didn't have the air on.
Nah, I mean.
Fit known for its aero.
Known for its high downforce setup.
You can actually get Venturi tunnels on the cars as part of a stock option. You order from the factory. That's a fact. Get those ground effects.
See, that is a fun fact that I didn't read, but I am glad I know now.
Not true. I made that. You've been lied to.
Dang it.
I'm not lying about those. That Joseph Yang has now gained this.
Joseph is making moves. Michael's keeping him honest here, and he's kind of on his bumper. Let's see if he can.
Making more moves than my segways today.
Oh yeah.
That was a bad segue.
Let's ride the bumper cam and see if Michael can get that position back, or Joseph's gonna make it stick. Let's see how it goes.
Find out.
He's keeping him honest. It's funny how much the fit really rotates on corner entry, especially as you lift the throttle with the weight transfer and the inside tire just lifting up.
Whoa, Colin B goes way wide up too. Keeps it on the pavement.
Thank God for that runoff, because I know when it was grass, not a good time.
Yeah.
Oh, Joseph runs a little wide. Michael's got a really good exit at a T2 here.
Man, not a good line for the two. Can he get the move done around the outside? He's on the grass.
Let's see. Ooh. This is a tight one. This is a close battle, and Val actually has caught Eric, and
he's got close.
Let's jump over there and see how that's going, because they're on the straight and he's in the draft.
Currently a lap down. Just letting the lead lap cars by nicely. Let's see if Val can get anything done here. Can he get anything done? Oh man, for fifth they're side by side. Colin B.
Let's see that. Let's see what's going on there.
Colin and Nathan are side by side. Can Colin make it stick? I think Colin got past him. Yep, just runs his line through 8. I think Nathan will.
Oh, Nathan has a good run there. Let's see if he can make it stick through 9. Oh, little touch of the curb. That's
hopping and skipping a little bit.
Yeah, the exit through 10 is key on the straight here in T1. Sometimes you can make a good move stick here on the outside.
I did in fact forget how close those tire walls are to turn 10.
Yeah, it's very, very tight. Leaves very little room for air.
I think they put them there for the trucks.
Yeah, and that curb is particularly unforgiving, especially in this car. It can really upset it if you don't take the right line through there.
Well, this car weighs roughly nothing.
Yeah, it weighs about 3 pounds.
Yeah,
4 pounds with a full tank.
The actual weight, like 1,000 pounds, like 1,000 kilograms.
So the listed curb weight of the Honda Fit, is 1,020 kilos at its lowest trim, so 2,249 pounds for our American friends. But mind you, this is as is, not in race trim, so I'm sure, you know, a couple lightweight racing seats, strip out the interior. Okay, you have the cage in, but you know,
Does have a roll cage.
you could call it 2,200, maybe 2,100 pounds. Definitely, definitely nice and svelte, if you will.
What a passing going on in this last sector. What happened? Oh, Randy got sideways. Oh man.
Yeah, in the back here, it seems to be a tight battle for this 20th position here. We've seen quite a few swaps for this position over the course of the race so far. Philip just
those valuable points.
Hey, every point counts.
That's true. Literally every position is a point.
Absolutely. So your finishing positions are going to be very, very key. Consistency over this series.
100%. Get some good finishes in, but keep it consistent.
Absolutely. Philip with a nice little move on Walter there.
Speaking of pretty good, Ujwal just completely blocking it. The right rear has not touched the ground yet. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, Ujwal's got
the entire way through turn 3.
Ujwal's got a really nice lead here. He's got about 10 seconds on Eric, which is it's quite the gap. Just kind of running out. Running a very good race. Hey, we'll see how traffic works. Traffic can always throw a wrench into your progress, but
it is going to give him a draft. But
that is very true. Ooh, Val's got a nice little run here onto Eric. I guess Eric had a little bit of trouble going down into T5, but Val keeps clipping that inside curve on 5B, and it's costing him his corner exit.
Yeah, I don't know. He might be trying to do it to rotate the car. Maybe he's found something that works for him. It's a fixed setup, so I don't know how much changes he made to the car. But
absolutely, drivers with a fixed setup, you got to really adjust your driving style, whether it gels with you or not. Got another close battle here for 15 and 16th. It's got Lawrence and Renison going at it. Seems to be some lap traffic up ahead, I assume. Got.
Oh, that's for position.
Oh, fair enough.
Catch and Liam, that is for position. Getting back the gap between 6th and 7th. That might have been one of the spins we saw in 10.
Yeah, I believe so.
Back the field.
Yeah, actually, you know what? The top, even between 3rd and 4th, it's got a pretty good spread there. 7 seconds, and then another 5 seconds to 5th place to call and be there. So it seems like the top 5 runners have. Oh, Eddie, I guess had an issue. He dropped down the order quite a bit.
Eddie had the issue. Lap one race later.
Yep.
Now gonna go a lap down. Unfortunate. Whoa!
Yeah, that entry into 5A, it's a little dicey. It's gonna.
Oh, Colin goes wide. 3, but he keeps it straight.
Good stuff. Yeah, this fit. Oh, Nathan, I guess, is gonna get an advantage out of that because Colin had that error. Let's see if he can close that gap. With this fit, it's so important to really just kind of keep your foot welded on the throttle if you do have an issue or spin. You know, it's front wheel drive, so.
The front wheel drive car, you kind of just point where you want to go and hit the gas.
Exactly.
In some ways it's easier to drive, but in many ways it's a lot more difficult to drive.
For sure.
You don't have the joy of kind of correcting a slide with your foot. Or correcting a understeer with your foot.
No, you gotta aim and shoot. That's basically it. Yeah. I mean, you can it does off throttle oversteer, so I mean, if you do kind of give it little lifts here and there, especially because a lot of this is you know, non-braking and just like lifting the throttle, you can really trim and adjust your line through the corner just on throttle position alone. But
also give it a little bit of a tap on the brake if you're feeling particularly brave. But
feeling saucy, you can give it a little tap and it'll loop the back end around a little bit and help it rotate into the corner. But there's one car that doesn't need help rotating into corner entries. It's this fit, I can tell you that for free.
Yeah, that is true. In my experience, if you lift off the gas, it does tend to want to lift or not want to rotate.
Another Honda Fit fun fact. It's built on Honda's global small car platform, which employs ultra high strength 780 MPa yield steel for 27% of its bodywork, and it actually has a shorter overall length than the previous generation, the 2nd generation car. So they actually shortened it. It's very interesting. Usually cars, as they go from generation to generation, get bigger over time. So nice to see Honda, you know, keeping the size the same.
That's Leotis' fastest lap. What's the yield strength on the chassis? I'm quite interested.
Yeah, so the yield strength is 780 MPa.
Wow, that's quite a few pascals.
Yeah, quite a few.
It's about 780 million, if that's my conversion is correct.
Believe so.
Yep, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're at the point where we're talking about conversion rates in the race.
Never a dull moment.
100%, absolutely riveting discussion. Up next, we're going to discuss the Human Growth Index and the Dewey Decimal System. No, we're not actually. We're going to call it a race.
I mean, we'll try. One more spot.
Dewey Decimal
Yeah,
System.
let's work that out. You
guys remember libraries as a kid?
Does somebody want to learn trigonometry?
Go to libraries, folks. Support local libraries and businesses.
Yes, absolutely, especially in the pandemic during this time. I mean, I know a lot of places are closed, but if you can order online, if you can, order takeout, whatever you can do, support your local businesses. Like HIP. Do we have time for a little HIP ad? We can squeeze that in there while we watch the race go. All right, let's watch our HIP Motorsports ad, who have graciously supported our stream today. And here we go. And we're back to the race. Thank you, HIP Motorsports, once again for supporting our series that we're running here, along with DriverMod and Ontario Time Attack, of course, who are putting this all together. Yeah, HIP has a great facility out in Ajax. Hopefully, when the lockdown is lifted, and if you want to do your sim racing, they have state-of-the-art Fanatec rigs, really nice stuff, triple monitors, and very very reasonable prices if you want some fun time in a really high quality sim rig and get some training, have parties, fun with friends, and hopefully as this all winds down and we can get back to normal, whatever normal may be, you find yourself at HIP Motorsports and having a good time racing virtually with some buds. Ooh.
Oh, they're racing.
They're door to door.
No, Dimitri gonna buy. He's got the inside.
Ooh. He's got the inside, but I don't know if he's got the run. I think.
Get the side draft. That's not a real thing in these cars.
Are you
Air
sure?
conditioning off.
Yeah, you gotta have the lightweight pulley mod. Lightweight crank pulley.
Folded in. Lightweight shift knob. It's all working out for Dimitri as he just absolutely just deploys the gap train on the road side.
See if Lawrence can get some spots back here on the S's. Seems to have fallen a little bit behind, and Dimitri's made it stick. Our local fit specialist, as it were, knowing his way around a fit. That is for sure.
Absolutely walking the field. Just gone. Different postcode as he catches lap traffic. It might slow him down though.
Yeah, so just as Ujwal's going through the S's and exiting out in T10, Eric's about 8.5 seconds behind. Val's kind of keeping him honest, but his gap's a little further back.
Eric actually did gain a little bit of time there. He's still about 9 seconds back, so it's not the biggest gain in the world, but
1:37.840. That's a PB lap. That's a quick one.
New driver right. Yep. He's got a grid run down. Ujwal's in first.
Who else we got? Let's continue. We got Ujwal in first, running in the 138s on his pace. Got Eric.
Riva running in second. Oh, the Pietro running in third. Thomas Langau. Windshield, Thomas. They're running fourth. Noel's running fifth. Nate's running sixth. Jax Oliveira's running seventh. Joseph Yang running eighth. Gaglione gonna be running ninth. Michael's gonna be running 10th. Blanket's running 11th. Doug running 12th. Leaf running 13th, Leo running 14th, Renison running 15th, Dimitri running 16th, Lorenzo running 17th, Philip running 18th, Laszlo running 19th, Eddie running 20th, Walter running 21st, Randy 22nd, Anthony 23rd, Edgar 24th, and Mike Wagner is unfortunately disconnected, but would be to score 23rd.
That was the fastest grid rundown I've ever heard. That was quite efficient. As fast as a fit, we'll say.
I did so.
Doug Newman, actually, let's go back to that one because he was
Yeah,
making a
Doug
good
Newman.
move here on Lincoln. See if he can.
I got the-
Woo! He squeezes right by. Makes it look so easy. Doug was one of our top drivers in the first season of the OTA esports series. Said he hasn't touched the sim in a while, as I was talking to him earlier today, and this is actually his first time back racing since I guess May 2020, which is the last time we had our little series together.
Oh, Joseph Yang has gotten passed for 7th. Jackson's right in his bumper.
Oh, keeping him very honest. Let's see if he can make it stick. Oh no, he got out of it. I guess he got a little scared, and Joseph just kind of took that line from him, and no choice but.
Whoa, here he comes!
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh man!
Oh no!
Keep going!
Just keep your foot in it.
Oh. Nick,
Keep your foot in it. Oh, that's gonna cost Joseph to actually drop a couple positions as well.
He's only lost 2 places. Not where he wants to be. Get those back. But... Oh, and Gagliardi's gonna go through. I don't think Jackson's gonna let him have it though. Jackson's gonna try and get that place back. It seemed like a pretty good move from Jackson, albeit maybe a little bit late.
Ooh, got a little sideways in a T2 there, I guess, at the top of the hill. Maybe your tire's starting to wear down a little bit.
Could be, else maybe just, these cars aren't going that fast, but due to their shape, they do punch a decent size in the air. Maybe just took a little bit of the air off the back of the car. Who knows?
Entirely possible. These things are very sensitive to the draft. That is for sure.
That is true. Well, I mean, it makes sense when you only have about 2 horsepower. You kind of really do need that draft.
Every little bit helps.
Honda Fit is a good car.
Indeed. Look at it lock up. You love to see it. That little inside wheel just
skip. Right rear tire not happy. It's a good time for a Honda Fit fun fact. I'm looking at the car model here. There's a tow hitch on this right below the rear bumper.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, let's see if we can take a look at that. See if I can.
On the front.
Oh yeah, you can kind of see it there on the bottom, just peeking through. Good stuff.
After that riveting information, let's go back to the battle for 7.
It's tight. Jackson's keeping him very honest, that's for sure. He's been on his bumper the whole lap.
Good news for all our sim racing immersion enthusiasts. There is a tow. So if the car was to need a virtual tow, we'll be able to be virtually towed by a virtual tow truck.
Absolutely. Shout out to Custom Shader Mod and
Shout out to Custom Shader Mod for making this track look really
looks beautiful. If you have a Assetto Corsa and you want your stuff to look a little prettier, custom shader patch definitely a requirement. Looking real good. Jackson is, he's keeping him real honest. He's closing the gap now down to 3/10.
New personal best, 139.85. Maybe the dark horse up into 16th. I think he started 24th.
Yeah, he's made quite the moves. I think drivers making mistakes and having incidences, and Dimitri's just kind of stayed committed. Ooh, Jackson with a good run out of 5B here.
Real good points day.
Oh, great points day for Jackson. And even Michael, as a coming in, felt relatively new to the scene. He's put up a really solid performance so far.
Like top 15, pretty good points today.
Absolutely.
You're in the top half.
Jackson makes it stick. Has that inside line to turn A into the S's here, and that's all she wrote. But ooh.
Oh, am I getting back?
Ooh. Oh, I think.
The 8, 9, 10 combo is probably the best place to get past him here. It's just fun. It's not even like necessarily a good place to pass. It's good, but it's just a fun way to pass.
For sure, and especially in the fit, I guess your cornering speeds aren't too crazy, so you can really send it on the outside if you get a good run. You have a lot of room, and the cars are fairly narrow, so it makes it a lot easier to try some heroic moves.
The fit corners at a speed it's sufficient.
Yes.
It's not exactly. It's not Formula 1, but it's sufficient. It's a decent cornering speed. Leo
Absolutely.
Morris at a new personal best of 139.34. Absolutely flying.
Did you know the Honda Fit, for another Honda Fit fun fact, do you know the Honda Fit has torsion beam suspension in its third generation vehicle that we see here on our stream? So it actually does not have a rear anti-sway bar.
Wow, what does that mean?
It means inside lifty rear tire funsies, clearly.
Oh, wow.
It's all spring rate.
That's crazy. I don't know anything. Oh no, Leo spins it.
Uh-oh, he's falling down the order. Oh,
Oh, Leo has spun it.
uh-oh. Let's see if he can bide his time and not block any traffic.
That's a horrible thing.
Oh, that's...
Dimitri gaining another
Dimitri
place
gains
now.
another 15th.
Good point stay.
Absolutely. Got Renison here on Leaf. Getting a decent run out of T5 here on the back straight. We'll check in with them in a second, see if we can make something happen. Any other close battles? Oh, Lawrence falling out of the order. I guess he had to go into the pits.
Lorenzo has pit. Let's see what he's trying. He's gonna try tires, maybe? The drivers weren't predicting tires. I don't know.
Maybe on the undercut.
Maybe. No, he's left. Okay.
Oh, he disconnected.
I mean, you hate to see it.
Absolutely. Ooh, up here, back for the battle of 14th. Ren. Ooh, it's very tight there. This is a nice little three-way battle for 13th.
Oh, Edgar's a lap car. Trying to get his lap back the hard way. Allowed to do that. What's going on? I wonder what Honda Fit owners do in their spare time. Probably go to autocross, wake up, study some racing lines.
Yeah, you know, flip the back seat up because it has that little flip up feature like most pickup trucks, and you know, haul some, I don't know, maybe some cones that they hit at autocross. You know, you gotta bring them back to the old tent. Yeah.
Probably enter their radio code after disconnecting the battery.
Classic Honda.
Do Hondas still do that?
Yes, they do.
Let's go. Honda respects the classics. You heard it here first. You heard it here first from the Lockdown Enduro Cup Season 3. Honda respects the classics.
Yeah, they keep it old school.
You want a Honda Fit fun fact?
I would love a Honda Fit fun fact.
The Honda Fit still comes with a sticker on the rear window that says no radio on board.
Amazing.
That's true. That's 100% true. That happened to my buddy Eric. I've been informed by the director that the first gen Fit is the best Fit.
I think
I don't have an opinion on the Honda.
Do I have a Fit pinion?
Did you call it a Fit pinion?
Did I call it a Fit pinion?
I hope you didn't.
I may have.
You're not calling it. Well, regardless, you're not doing it.
I feel like the second gen is you know, a little more. I mean, the first gen's cool and all, but the second gen's got a little more swoopy lines. You know, it's got the power bulge in the hood. You know, it's some good stuff. It's riveting stuff.
Any generation Honda Fit. Now the Subaru Outback. Oh, mamma mia, that's a spicy one.
That's the good stuff. All right, let's see what's going on with Doug here because he's fighting for 10th.
Let's call the race.
Let's call the race.
No, we are under an hour left.
Yeah, and driver's still kind of sticking around. Oh, Doug on the inside. Beautiful move on Michael. Doug up into 10th place. Seems to be closing in on Joseph pretty quickly as well. Let's see if he can move up the order. The top 5, Ujwal seems to be, you know, 1:38 twos for pace, and Eric seems to be maintaining that pace, although he seems to be on a quick lap. He's closed the gap a little bit. Val, similar pace in the low 1:38s. Staying close to Eric, especially after having that little incident a couple laps back. He's seemed to have closed the gap again, so you know, maybe he can reclaim second place again. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, he seems to be getting there, but more importantly, Eric also seems to be catching Ujwal. I don't know if Ujwal's trying to back it up, if he's caught some lap traffic, or maybe Eric's just putting some heaters in. Yeah, looking at
Ujwal, he does have a bit of lap traffic up ahead, but there's a decent gap. I don't think it's anything, you know, too egregious or detrimental to his pace. Loving that livery, by the way, that pink and white. It's looking real beautiful.
It really is a nice paint, honestly. It's just a nice simple car. It's got a bit of a candy color to it too.
Yeah,
Looking at
yeah,
an
it's
angle.
nice. Yeah, it's
A bit
almost
of
like
pearlescent.
a little double bubble happening there.
Just kind of like a very. It's just a nice car. Honestly, it's the Honda Fit is not just. It's not like an offensive car. It's just a nice car. Nobody hates the Honda Fit. At most, they just don't prefer it.
Absolutely. Ujwal with a quick one, actually. 138 flat. Seems to have gapped Eric out again a little bit. Let's see what Eric does as he crosses the line here. Did a 138.1, so yeah, Ujwal seems to have opened up the gap a little bit again. Val right on pace with Eric. So
Leaf and Renson battling through 4. It got close. Leaf almost got turned into the wall. Not malicious. There was no overlap. He was entitled to his line.
Yeah, let's see as they go down the back straight here. See if Ren can make something stick. He seems to have a really good exit there at a 5. It seems to be the key actually for a lot of the passes that have been made over the last couple laps. Especially because the Fit's such a momentum car. You know, has such little power. All 130 raging horses.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. There's an absolute conglomerate of cars going through turn 1 right now. Actually, never mind. It's like 3. Thought there was a pack, there wasn't.
Fair enough. Should we grab one of the drivers and see how they're getting on?
See if we can grab a driver. Let me see if I can find us a driver to grab. Who should we reach out and grab? Let me grab.
Should we grab Ujwal? See how his little run's doing? I think that's a good idea.
Let me go get Ujwal. Give me a second.
Yeah. So while we wait to get Ujwal into the booth, get his little insight on the race that he's running. He's running quite a race. Lap time was a little slow this time around, 1:39.1, but I believe it's mainly down to lap traffic there that he was just getting around in the last corner there. It seems to be coming down into turn 2 here. Carries good speed. You can see the line he takes, just keeps it nice and tight. It's really cambered in there at the second apex of turn 2, and you can just kind of hammer on it. Into turn 3, nice and tidy, keep it really tight on the inside of the corner. A little bit of a curb, then outside to the exit there, and just gets a nice little run there. It's all about keeping tidy, maintaining your momentum, all that fun stuff with this car.
I have great news, Sean.
Oh, what's the news?
We are speaking to the greatest driver in racing,
Ujwal.
How's your race going?
How's it going?
Good, you?
Oh, pretty good. I'm just here calling the race. You've been running a pretty dominant race so far. How's it been going?
Gosh, it's really hard to hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. All right, let's see if we can grab another driver. Oopsie. I have great news, Jordan.
All right, let's see that news again.
We have. Hang on. Click the wrong person.
We got working through some technical difficulties here. It's all good.
Yeah.
Doing it live, as they say. Ren seems to be running real tight to Leaf still. 13th.
Oh, I cannot drag him into this Discord chat.
Who are we trying to drag?
I'm trying to drag Dimitri over.
Oh. Let me see if I can get him in here.
Let's get Dimitri. Let's go racing. Leo Mora. Sorry, Leaf.
Here we
Dimitri.
go. Dimitri, we have the pleasure of speaking to now.
Air.
We are live on air. Hi, Dimitri. How's your race going, sir? You've been making some good moves.
I'm making some moves here and there, yeah.
That's true.
Sometimes backwards, sometimes forwards.
Yeah, but you've made some good progress.
You had a pretty good race, yeah. You started down in the 20s. You're up to 16th.
Let's just say that people crash sometimes, and I'm just there.
That is true. You know what? We're gonna hate to break away from you, but Michael Puchu. Can't pronounce his last name. He's in the pits. So Dimitri, we wish you a good race. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Oh no! Something has happened to Michael Puchu.
Oh, I seem to have to disconnect. Not sure if it was a computer
Oh,
issue.
Oh no! Oh,
Leaf.
he was
Leaf and
he was
Ren.
up
Ren.
sixth.
Ren was able to get past Leaf here. So that's really good. They've been at a tight battle for quite a few laps now. So we'll see if Ren can maintain his lead here, or Leaf is going to give him a hard time. Seems to be on his bumper, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, let's see what happens. I can see something. Val, I'd also like to point out Val is now within a second of Eric.
Let's take a look at that, because this is a very key battle for third place.
Yeah, I think we're just past the halfway point.
Yeah, we're just hitting the 50-minute mark now.
Wow,
so
this race is a lot longer than I thought it would be.
Absolutely.
Not in a bad way though.
Drivers just seem to be chugging away, doing their thing.
Actually, I mean, I guess it is an endurance race. I don't really know what I expected.
Absolutely. I mean, I think the next couple races, especially as we have like GT3s, the Laras, all like good fun stuff over the next couple weeks, we'll definitely see some pit strategy going on. Some extra little things to mix up what we got during the race. These fits are just so fuel efficient, and with hard tires on, you can just run them hard basically the entire race. But yeah, I'm surprised honestly. The hard tires, when I ran a couple little sighting laps, they seem to have a little bit of wear on them. But I wonder if the pressure adjustments that the fix setup was set up as, I wonder if they kind of curb those issues and allow the drivers to run the entire race on one set.
Yeah, well, another part of the thing too is that the fit doesn't weigh anything. So even if the tire's a bit softer, it's not going to wear it out because it's not much force on it, right?
Absolutely.
I think I've just noticed something. Never mind. I thought Val was running with his headlights on or something.
I think he is.
No, not on mine. Oh, is he?
Yeah. Maybe that's costing him time. I don't know. Parasitic loss, have the headlights on, a little load on the electrical system.
True. Technically, the headlights are on and the photons being emitted forward. There is a force acting backwards on that car.
But there are taillights on as well. Does it counteract?
Oh, for every action, there is an equal and opposite.
There you go.
Talking about photons in an endurance race. I've seen crazier things.
Riveting stuff.
Yeah. There have been more off-topic conversations during endurance races. I am an IMSA fan. We got Colin B up there running 5th. That's kind of it. There's nothing really to add to that. He's running 5th. Good points day.
Absolutely. He's been running a very steady race. Top 5 in general, actually, running a very, very steady race. Oh, it looks like Michael Gaglione's in the pits. Doug Newman moving up to 8th place.
What's he doing?
Yeah, seems to be pinning. I wonder if he's going to try to take tires, or maybe he didn't take enough fuel at the start.
He missed a gear. I don't know what happened. Let's see. Walk stops. Is he getting fuel? I'll let you know what he's doing. Maybe he's taking tires.
Well, we'll let you know. Let me know, and we'll see what happens.
It'll be an interesting strategy. I'll let you know.
Seems to be a bit of a long stop.
There it is. Get crew out right now.
Ujwal with an absolute flyer of 137.7.
137.6. That's faster than in qualifying.
Absolutely bananas. Seems like this car is really coming into its own as the fuel load gets lighter.
The stop doesn't seem to be helping Gaglione.
Val's closing in on Eric once again. I think they hit some lap traffic, so Val's trying to take advantage.
Val's getting there. Gets past Dimitri. Traffic might have checked him out just a little bit. This is really a long fuel stop.
What if there was tire damage, perhaps? Not entirely certain.
Maybe an issue. Yeah, maybe. Damage is on it, although set to 20%. Big gearbox.
Val actually getting a really good run at a T5 there.
He was missing gears going in. Big gearbox, but if that's a gearbox, that might be an end to Gaglione's stay. That's not an easy fix.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot of time to fix. Damage is on, as we know, so, I mean, they can take some abuse, but any kind of driveline damage, especially, it's gonna cost you a lot of time, and force pit stop, and especially in a race like this where you don't really have any scheduled stops for tires or fuel or any other reasons. Any trip to the pits is gonna cost you dearly. I mean, De
Yeah,
Leone's trip stopped right down the 22nd.
Yeah, he's well, that might be terrible. That might be a problem.
Val is absolutely on
I
it.
was gonna say, he's getting there, isn't he?
He's on it. Let's see if we can ride with Val here. Sitting on his dashboard.
Here he comes.
See, just tucking it in. Oh, he had to have a little bit of a lift there.
I personally have opted for the roof cam.
It's a good choice. Seems to have a good run here. Let's get the in cockpit. Get to see all the roll cage and the lovely fit interior. Still has the radio installed.
Yeah. You gotta listen to those tunes.
Absolutely.
Walter B has set a new fastest lap.
Eric seems to get really good runs at turn 5. I'm sure the little bit of a draft on the exit there with the lap traffic has helped him a little bit.
Yeah, what I'd be doing right now if I was Val's, I'd think about tucking to the inside behind Leo. Because you're running a smaller distance and you're still getting the draft.
Exactly. Because now he's going to have a tough time getting past Leo unless Leo yields, but it looks like he's moving back onto the racing line, so Val's going to have to dispatch him before he can start chasing Eric again.
He is entitled to that line. Leif Madsen has set a fastest lap. Unfortunately, Gaglione has disconnected.
Yeah, I'm sure the damage was terminal, and at that point, race is over.
Also could have been an actual mechanic. Maybe he was having wheel issues.
You hate to see it, but that's hey, that's sim racing, right? Well, it looks like Leo has yielded for Val, running behind, so Val can get on with his task of chasing down Eric once again. Looks like we have.
It just makes sense because it makes sense because Leo's going to be losing time too, right? There's no point in lapping a lapped car.
Absolutely.
Racing a lapped car and just let it by. Plus, it doesn't make you friends.
Oh, for sure. So we've crossed the hour mark a couple minutes back, so it's been an hour so far in the race. These drivers just kind of chugging away.
We're still not. No, this race is great. Walter B, second lap in a row, he set fastest lap. Maybe he's coming into his element.
He's flying there. He seems to be pulling the gap down the last lap ahead. I mean, it's 15, 14 seconds. We'll have to check back in a lap or two and see if he's been able to close that down, but he seems to be doing a pretty good job of making up some positions.
I will say the left car really did kind of hinder Val's ability to catch Eric. He was kind of like just there and then getting by Leo. Just lost him that little bit. He does have some clean air to run some corners though.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. I mean, we'll see if he can make some moves happen. It looks like Eddie J is actually right on the bumper of Philip here.
See if he can get anything done.
Seems
Val hits the curve and 10 goes a bit wide.
See, he gets alongside. See if he has the inside line towards
Leo's
the.
in the pits.
Oh, wonder if Leo has some damage as well.
Let's find out.
Eddie J pulling the move on Philip there. That draft really helps. Ooh,
Philip's gonna try and get it back.
Philip's gonna try to get on the inside.
Not gonna get pushed over. Whoa!
Ooh.
Risky, but he gets it done.
Absolutely. Philip now opening up that gap again. Seemed to have a really good run out of the S's here.
Leo now leaving the pits. Nope, I lied. Thought he was.
Leo's still sitting in the pits there, just taking a look.
Yeah, he pulled out and reversed. I think he might have missed something on the stop. There we go, Leo down the way.
Yeah.
Right of the pits.
Yeah, he's moving out now. Really hammering it. Try to get a good run here. Hopefully he can get out into a little bit of a gap and get some good fast out laps.
Walter on another personal best. Absolutely going. They would have come out 18th. Lost about 5 places there. Not ideal. Maybe he knows something we don't.
Oh, and just got Randy kind of zooming on by behind him there. Is that Walter? Let's see. you
Dimitri's
know,
up to 13th.
hey, you know what? People are making mistakes, and he's there, like you said.
Dimitri has gained 10 places in this race.
He's having a handy little race, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's...
Why don't we grab a driver? Why don't we grab Eric and see how his race is doing? He's been
Let's grab
chugging along in
Eric. Let's
second.
do
He's
Eric.
got a little bit of a gap there.
We get Eric.
Eric's running a handy little race. His pace is matching Ujwal's, or actually a little bit better on that last lap. Running a 138.3 and Ujwal 139.8. I'm sure Ujwal's dispatching traffic, as it were. Val's keeping him honest, you know, staying within that second gap. He's had his couple mistakes here and there, but Eric's been pretty consistent. It's been going good for him. A nice, solid second place. I know Eric doesn't have too much time.
We can get Eric. The issue is I can't drag him in.
I will do that.
Oh, hang on, I can do it. All right.
Eric, welcome to the broadcast, sir. How's your race coming along so far?
It's pretty good. Just plugging away. Don't know if I got anything for Ujwal, but having a good little fight here with Val.
Yeah, he's been keeping you honest, but you know, you've been very consistent. Where Val's had a couple little like whoopsies here and there. It seems that you know you've been getting a little luckier, been able to dispatch traffic a little bit better, which has been helping you as well.
Yeah, I think I'm just catching him at better points on the racetrack than he is right now. So it's still a long way left to go. Anything can happen. The traffic scenario could turn, and I could start catching him at bad parts of the racetrack, and then he'll get by me.
How are the tires feeling this far in the run?
They're starting to go a little bit. I don't really have a good feel for Assetto, so it's a little bit difficult for me to tell, but I would definitely say they are starting to fall off a bit.
All right, well, we wish you a good rest of the race. Maybe you never know, you might get through to win it.
Thanks.
Have a go.
That was good. No, it's good little insight. I guess the tires are starting to fall off a little bit for him, so I guess we'll see how that affects the other drivers.
That's what I thought when I saw Leo pit. I was like, yeah, that'd be around the time where you kind of start, as an endurance driver, you kind of start questioning, like, maybe the tires are going to.
Absolutely. Val, speaking of which, I guess with the traffic there, I think Eric got a little unlucky, and Val's been able to capitalize now and get within half a second.
That's true. We also were talking to him.
That is very true. Maybe we were the distraction.
You hate to see it. Laszlo going to try and move on Walter.
Let's take a look at that. Running through T1. T1 flat out here in the fit. You just kind of keep it pinned and hook it on the inside and just pray. Come down to T2. This will be a little bit exciting. Car gets light. Kind of hook it in. Try to stay to the inside. A lot of the drivers tend to run a little wide here, but Laszlo has a really good line through there. You can see it's closed the gap to Walter up ahead. See if you can be efficient enough through T3, get on the power earlier enough to close that gap even further. Ooh, Val's getting really close to Eric now.
Catching the back of Eric. I wanted to do an interview and talk to Val, but I feel like now might not be a good time.
No, Val needs to focus, I think.
That's true. It'd be funny if we did it anyways.
just freak out. It'd be glorious. Maybe, perhaps. Val's very modest, but
I'm not gonna be that mean.
absolutely not. No, we love our drivers here.
Big fan of most drivers here. Nah, just kidding. All drivers.
Do we get another random racing fact?
Top of my head. Well, in fact, we go through turn 3.
Here, how?
That building on the outside of turn 3 used to be a concession stand, now condemned, unfortunately.
No, it's very unfortunate.
It's not as good as turn 2 concession. It's the best concession stand on the open.
The Chicky Nuggies are excellent.
That's true. I mean, sometimes they put a wing truck on the outside of turn 8 for the pro weekends. Those are really good.
Yeah, T5 is decent too.
$11 for a pound of wings.
It's not bad at all.
And they're good wings.
Yeah, no, honestly, the concessions at CTMP very, very good. It's always nice during the big race weekends too. You get all the food trucks out in the near the paddock. That's always a good time.
I only went down there for him, so I'll walk through. I'm like, nah, I don't like people.
That is true. That's why you're a marshal.
That's true. How dare you?
Yeah, I spend my time camping at turn 3 instead. yelling
Nice.
outfield sucks and all that fun stuff, you know.
Wow. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, infield
Magic
rules, my
camping.
man.
Literally could not be me camping in the outfield.
Yeah, absolutely not. Hopefully no outfield campers are watching.
I mean, it's just the rule.
You can't. We don't make the rules. That's just life.
It's true.
Yeah, no, Eric and Val are just kind of keeping each other honest.
Jackson gonna try and get past the lap of Walter. Not gonna work because it's a Honda Fit with 126 horsepower.
Absolutely. You know what? Honestly, Ujwal hasn't really pulled that much of a gap on Eric or Val. It's actually been closed up a little bit.
He's lost time.
I'm sure the lap traffic is really affecting his pace because he's in the mid 138s right now. Even at a couple 139s his past couple laps. Whereas Eric is running low 138s, and I guess Val had a little bit of a rough time last night, but last lap, but generally mid 138s as well. So
He's about it. He's getting there. Leaf might. Oh no! Renson goes sideways. Michael's backwards. Oh no.
a little bit of a contact, a little scuffle there. Fortunate for Ren, they were actually running a pretty good race. Let's see if Dimitri can capitalize once again. He's carrying in some good speed, and they're on the back straight. So I think Dimitri's going to be able to squeeze up in the 12th here.
I mean, he's just gonna be lapping on. What that deals. Fuji gonna be 23rd, multiple laps down.
Yeah, really not a good points race for him today. It's
not a good points day, honestly.
Yeah.
Major championship implications in the first race of a 7-race thing.
Absolutely. Val is now right on Eric's bumper once again.
7 races. Second guessers.
Let's sit on the roof cam here and see if he can make something stick this time.
Currently on the roll bar cam.
Yeah, Eric had a bit of a slow lap, I assume, because of traffic as well, on 139.1. Val running a 138.7, so significantly quicker, especially when you're only half a second out. Ooh, Eric made a little mistake there, and I think Val's going to be able to get a little run here. Gets closer.
That might be it. Might see it get done.
Oh, he's lifting. I guess he's trying to not crowd him.
You just got to run on the back straight. The curb doesn't hit the curb. Good run. Good exit from Val. Maybe he can get the draft. Maybe capitalize.
Did lose a little bit of time. I did see him lift actually through most of T5 there. Like didn't get on the power as early as I would have thought, and I'm sure that's cost him a little bit.
Thomas are battling for 4th.
Oh, let's see. Let's go take a look at that. Oh, it's very tight.
Oh, nope. He thought about it. Not gonna work though. Get the good exit.
Oh, very good.
Good exit from Colin.
Very good. Let's see if he's gonna get the draft here. We'll see whether he goes to the outside or the inside.
Everything's happening. Dimitri's trying to get 12th. Colin's trying to get 4th. Val's trying to get 2nd.
Here comes Colin.
Too much stuff happening.
Ooh, that's tight. Ooh. Colin's gonna take 4th. Let's take a look at the outside cameras and see if he can make it. Ooh, door to door.
Whoa!
Oh my goodness.
Dimitri has taken 12th.
Oh, Colin runs wide though. Colin runs wide and he has to tuck in behind.
He almost had a huge problem on his hands.
Man, he went really deep there.
Let's run to the last corner though.
Here, a little bit touch and go situation there, but I think he's got the inside line into turn 1. He might be able to get it to stick this time.
Here he comes.
Beautiful.
Here he goes.
Look at that, man. Lifting the inside tire.
Oh my, look at these, the racecraft going on here.
Lovely.
Absolutely incredible.
I'm sure Thomas isn't going to let him go that easy. Philip with a 138.7, his fastest of the day.
He's going.
Thomas is really crowding. That is for sure.
Al's right there and Thomas is right there. I mean, the podium's going to be cycling real soon.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, put Dimitri up in the 12th, starting 24th.
Big moves from him this race.
Big moves. He's the biggest mover of the race. We would have a sponsor for that, but he's the biggest mover of the race.
The fake moving company, biggest mover of the race. There you go. Couldn't think of a company on my feet quite so well, but that'll work. Ooh. You see Colin's got the draft here from the lap traffic, so he can just kind of take advantage. So,
Thomas is going to get it too.
but Thomas has no answer, it looks like. So hopefully,
Bit of a run.
hopefully Colin doesn't run it this deep this time and he can actually hold it into the S's here. Yeah.
Now it's right there on Eric.
Oh, we gotta check the. Oh, it's very. Oh. All right, let's check out the roof cam.
Come on, he's right there, but
I think he's biding his time because he got close, but he's lifting. I think he's not trying to crowd him. He's just gonna try to get him on the back straight here. He's just gotta be patient.
Gonna try something.
We'll see if he can make it stick. I mean, Ujwal, I guess, in the midst of the battle, he's been able to open up a little bit of a gap again, around 8 seconds.
They might get there.
Oh, Eric had a little bit of a bump there on the exit there in the middle of turn 5, and Val's able to close that up. It's gonna be very interesting into turn 8 now, because I think Val's the draft.
Not sure why, but Eddie is in the pits.
Oh, Val had a little lift there, lift again. I guess Eric's trying to do his thing and keep him off from going on around the outside. Let's see if one of them tries to run deep. Oh, gets a really good run into the last corner, Val. But has to lift out again, I guess. Doesn't want to get up into Eric's bumper a little bit too hard.
It's tricky in these corners, right?
Very tricky. I mean, the thing is, if you're in the wrong spot, a quarter exit, or that car you're trying to pass, he's parked in front of you, you have nowhere to go.
You don't have enough power to reinforce a lot of typical racing moves.
Absolutely. So basically, if you're going to make that move, you really need to capitalize on the mistake of a car in front of you.
Eddie J is now leaving the pit lane. I suspect he might have just not put enough fuel on it.
Maybe, or maybe went for tires, I guess, to the fall off. Maybe some of the slower class drivers are starting to really feel the effects of the fall off. And
down at 21st, not exactly the best.
Dimitri is right on Renison as well, actually.
Colin has set a new fastest lap.
Oh, here we have our lap traffic.
Pulling away from Thomas.
Oh, that's going to cost Eric. Had a little bit of a moment there on the exit of 5B. Val's right on him.
Come on. That'd be a really good pass.
Let's see.
Oh, Dimitri gets... Oh, that was an amazing move. Dimitri gets 12th to the inside of turn 4.
Ooh, that's a tricky spot.
He went to the inside of 4, got it sideways, kept his foot in it, and got it done going into 5. It was a really good move.
Val's really biding his time here. He's not.
Speaking of good moves, Val's right there.
He's right there, but I don't know. Seems a little bit touch and go for him. A little. I mean, I guess there's 25 minutes, so you got 27 minutes. You know, you gotta be patient.
39 seconds.
Well, you can be patient. You know, he's got time.
He's got time, but after a certain point, you kind of just get sick of running with him.
It's true. Time is running down, and Ujwal's been able to open up quite the gap again because these two have been battling, getting through traffic.
That's the other thing you gotta think about too.
Oh yeah.
There's still a little bit of a battle going on for 12, although not as heated.
Let's take a look in with Dimitri here. Yeah, seems to have opened up a little bit of space, but Rent's kind of keep him honest. Well,
Whoa,
Dimitri goes a little bit wide there.
Oh, skip. Oh, no, he's not going to hit the curves. He's responsible for whoever doesn't just power through.
Take a look back at the battle for second here. Saw Val had a really good corner entry, but his relative kind of dropped off there at the exit of T5. Quick time by Doug Newman, 138.5. Back up into 7th after having a few issues at the beginning of the race as well.
Yeah, it's true. Honestly, it's been a pretty good race for both these guys. A couple of disconnects due to computer issues, but honestly, a pretty good race for everybody. A couple people have made some strategy calls that haven't turned out to haven't worked out the best, but you know, it's those deals of racing.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you know what? I mean, a lot of these drivers seem to still be putting down personal bests, so you know, tire wear or not, I guess seems to be working for them. They're getting to a groove and just gelling with the car.
Drive's good.
Yeah, Eric with a 138.1 that time, pretty quick lap. Val a little bit behind, 138.4, so that's probably affecting him a little bit. A lot of the field, I mean, there are the packs, but there's quite a few that are fairly close together.
Whoa! Dimitri goes off. Grace the wall of 10. Brunson goes all the way to the inside to let the lap traffic by. 4th and 5th are catching the battle for 12th and 13th.
Yeah, Dimitri kind of on the outside here into turn 1. It's going to be a little bit tricky, but he'll have the advantage into turn 2 here.
Bredesen almost made contact with Thomas. Really close.
Ooh, it's a battle.
That's also really going to slow down Bredesen. Man. Spices up the battle for 4th and 12th.
A little bit of mayhem.
Should change to 15th as Leo gets by Laszlo. Laszlo seems to be slowing down a little bit. I wonder if he's trying to save some fuel.
Yeah, fuel or tires, perhaps.
Maybe. It seemed like he was kind of bogging it a little bit.
Very interesting. I wonder if he has any driveline damage. You know, we've had a couple competitors with those issues.
Power, honestly.
Yeah. Let's check out Ren here because he seems to be closing on Dimitri.
I don't know if he's getting close enough to try and move though. Too far back. Another battle happening literally immediately in front of them on track, 4th and 5th. Thomas.
Yeah, very close there. We got quite.
We passed him.
Riding along with Thomas now as he's chasing down Colin for 4th place. Seems to be within 0.6, 0.7 of a second. Ren and Dimitri keeping each other honest. Ren is right on his bumper. Seems that Val has kind of been keeping Eric honest as well. See if he gets a good run out of turn 3 here, 10-5 here. Seems like he does. I mean, I've raced with Eric extensively with the Wednesday night fart league that's in iRacing that is also hosted by our good friend from OTA, Gary Wood, who graciously hosts the league for us week in and week out. And Eric has been an absolute superstar in that league, walking away both seasons that we've run so far, the 2 seasons, walking away with the victory. Myself close behind in 2nd place, but he's a tough guy to race against. If you're going to get a pass on Eric, he's not going to make it easy on you. He knows where to place his car. He has really good race sense, and you know, it's not an easy guy to get around. Whether you have the pace or not, he's going to make your life a little bit more difficult if you actually want to get the move done. So, you know, it's quite the battle right now. I mean, Val certainly has the pace, but it's getting past. That seems to be the problem.
I don't remember when I did commentary for that. It was a pretty fun race. Very interesting, to say the least. A lot of fun, good racing. And usually some pretty interesting car track combos. I know they did Skip Barbers at Long Beach. And also, I think they also did some Skippies at this track.
Yeah, absolutely. Skippies, the old spec racer Fords as well, which is good fun.
I mean, Skip Barbers around here. That is no wheel days. That is the most fun. That is the thing to do on iRacing.
It was a 4-way battle for 1st place for about 20 minutes.
Fun fact on iRacing, Skip Barbers at CTMP is where I got my first and only official win.
That's fantastic.
That's because I go to this track in the road.
Absolutely. I think my first win was rookie Miatas, I believe, at Tsukuba. But I guess
that's where it's at.
Yeah, you know, you watch too much Hot Version, you become the Tsukuba Whisperer, man. It's not, you know, it's not easy, but it just happens.
Track.
It is awesome. I love it so much.
We'll have it in season 4.
Oh, absolutely. I will petition to the organizers to make sure that happens.
Yeah, well, we'll do that. We'll do that Gran Turismo endurance race that nobody likes, the 4-hour MX-5 race around here, around us.
Do they have a Suzuki Escudo mod?
Oh,
do the Pikes
no.
Peak. Oh, Val with a run out of T10 there.
Oh, we might get a move.
If he stays committed, he might get into turn 2 here. He's flying. It's real tight.
Just over 20 minutes left.
Oh, he's lifting. See if he can set it in on the inside. Oh, he's keeping him honest. He's real tight on his bumper.
He's going.
Oh, Eric had a little bit of a rough time through there. Let's ride on the roof and see if he can make something happen over the next couple corners. Got a couple close battles actually. 4th and 5th are pretty tight, and even Joseph Yang and Jackson Oliveira for 8th place there.
100%. I was gonna say it's getting close.
Ooh, Eric had a bit of a moment there, running wide at a T5 there.
Things are heating up in the last half hour.
Yeah, Val might be able to get it done this time. It seems like he has the run.
Can he try something? Maybe.
We'll see where Eric places his car and where Val decides to go. Seems, ooh, he's within a Val's little bit of a lift. I'm not sure if that's the net code talking or. Oh, he's straight getting out of it. Ooh, Eric has a bit of a moment there ahead.
Yeah, he's gonna try the move. He's gonna get a good run through 9. He'll try something at 10.
Yeah, that's what seems where he closed in a lot of time on the last lap. So yeah, runs that line. Oh, beautiful. Look at that.
Oh man, this is gonna happen. Just a matter of when.
They are within 4 1/1000ths of each other in terms of lap time. Eric with a 1:38.641 and Val with a 1:38.644. So there's nothing in it right now. They are neck and neck.
We're just under 20 minutes to go.
Yeah, Val's making a stick. Ooh, a little touch of the curve there. It might cost him his exit. Yeah, seems to have cost him a little bit of time. Why don't we jump back and see what's going on for 4th place here. Thomas, gonna be tight there as well. Thomas actually getting a really good run down T2 here.
Yeah, this will certainly be an interesting one.
Yeah, I mean, this late in the race, I mean, they're running very close together, so it's keeping things exciting.
Okay, try a move. Nah, he's not quite gonna have the run.
Yeah, Colin just kind of shut the door there as he moves around the outside and get the optimum racing line, if you will, into turn 4 and into turn 5. You know, when you're not alongside the car, there's not much you can do. But Thomas seems to have a really good exit out of turn 5B there. See if he can make something happen on the back straight.
Joseph and Jackson battling for 8th.
Another good battle there as well. Ooh, looks like Thomas has quite the run. He might try the outside here.
Oh, here it comes.
Here he goes.
Ooh, would you brake just that little bit later? Lift just a little bit.
Lift.
On the outside,
Oh. He might try the over-under here.
Oh, the crossover. Oh,
Oh man.
Shuts the door. Colin knew
Shuts
what
the
he was doing.
door.
Yeah, it would have been cool if he did, though.
Oh, but ooh, Colin runs wide on the exit here. Thomas with a great run out of turn 10 here, back onto the start-finish straight, right alongside. I think he might have the advantage of turn 1 here. Ooh, he got on the brakes there.
Gets out of it.
Yeah, I wonder why. I think
Maybe he doesn't want to do it yet.
Maybe not. I mean, I think if he could have stayed committed, maybe he would have made it stick. But I guess, risky at this point in the race too. He's run well over an hour.
NJ 21st instead of
Good stuff. Good stuff. Driver's still running good laps. Let's get in with Jackson and Joseph Yang here. Because oh, that's tight. Whoa, mama, that was something. Holy, oh yeah, and Jackson gets a really good run out of turn 10 where Joseph Yang runs wide, and that costs him his position. So Jackson up into 8th. That was tight. I think that was probably one of the closest battles that we've seen in terms of a pass. That was. We have Phil, Mr. Driver Mod once again, running close with Renison here. Touches that outside curve out of T5 there, and that's going to cost him his run. onto the Andretti straight here. Well, I guess Ren didn't have a great exit either because he seems to be staying within the draft, which is helping him significantly. Maybe he can get a move done for hitting the S's here. Philip running on the outside. Looks to be a clean pass. He's just got to cut the line just right.
They're going to be side by side. You
Yeah.
just got to get it on.
I mean, when you're running on the outside there, you are making the track a little bit longer, so you do have to go the long way around.
Oh, he cleared him. That was a good move.
Yeah, that was a good little move there. Let's check back in with Val, because, I mean, he seems to be within half a second again. Oh! Val really fast in that entry into 5A.
Oh, Leo, I spun out of 5 and B. It's unfortunate.
Seems to drop down the order now, down to 18th place. Walter able to get back up ahead into 17th. Oh, a little bit of a mess there, I guess, with all the rejoiners. It seems that Val's actually gotten a little bit unlucky there.
Leo spun coming out of 5B, pretty much right in front of a lot of cars that were on lap up. God, definitely not a good sight.
Should I present another fit fun fact?
Now we got 14 minutes left.
Why not? So the IIHS scores in terms of safety for the Honda Fit, the third generation Fit, as we see on our stream. Moderate overlap frontal offset, good rating actually. Fit very safe as it turns out for your moderate front overlap. Small overlap frontal offset, which is definitely a tougher test that the IIHS introduced. I believe 2015, 2016, where a lot of cars ended up getting poor ratings, and car makers ended up modifying their vehicles to make them do better. Honda Fit acceptable, so not too bad actually, considering not being made for the test. Acceptable, it's not too bad. There's a lot of cars that surprisingly got poor ratings for that, so not too bad. Side impact good, and roof strength, obviously with that high strength steel that we were talking about before, excellent roof strength.
It's true. Terrible news. Val's been held up by a lap car. Lost.
Yeah, that's gonna that costs him dearly. He's lost almost a full second. Eric with a fast lap ahead too, 138.4, so he seems to be really doing his thing and staying on pace. Val's gonna have to.
Really just walking away. Just a good showing.
Absolutely.
Just over 13 minutes left.
Should we bring another driver in?
Let's see if we can bring a driver.
Should we bring Val in? See what happened there with the lap traffic. See.
Let's bring Val in. Well, tell you what, let's we already brought Dimitri in. Do you want to bring Philip in?
Let's bring Philip in. Why not?
Let's bring Philip. Let's get Philip updated.
As we wait for Philip to come in, we got Val closing the gap once again just a little bit. Other good battles on track here.
Good news. We have Philip.
Oh, hello Philip.
So, nice going.
Phil, how's your race going? You seem to have had a little bit of a couple incidences at the start, but you've been able to kind of claw back some of those positions.
Yeah, that's basically the theme of my whole race. I got punted to 24th in the very beginning, and it's been like a slow burn, trying to catch up. And now I'm at 12th.
Well,
and
it's a good recovery.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a long race, right? So had a lot of drivers, I guess, making mistakes, and you've been able to take advantage and run some good, solid, clean laps and really solid pace. You're not too far off the leaders, so I'm sure that's helped you move up the order as well. But no, great job. You've been running well. How's the car driving? Have you noticed the tire fall off or anything like that?
Yeah, front grip is falling off a little bit. Like I found that you could kind of lift off and get pointed in the right direction, and as soon as you got pointed in the right direction, all you had to do is kind of pat it and it would go wherever the wheel was pointed. Now you have to be a little bit more careful with the front tires, but it's still really good. An hour and 35 minutes in.
Yeah, it's incredible. How's the rear end, especially as the fuel load is getting lighter? Is it a little more prone to some lift-off oversteer action, or has it been pretty stable?
If it has, it's been equalized by the lack of front grip.
Fair enough. No, it's good.
Mind you, my pace isn't all that different from where it started, so I don't really have a lot of juicy stuff to tell you about the car.
No, it's been good. It looks like a lot of drivers are still putting down personal best times. I believe Laszlo actually just put down a personal best.
We're still
there,
seeing guys going faster.
yeah, so it's been pretty good. I guess everyone's been running good pace, and no complaints. Just kind of chug the clean laps away and try not to make any mistakes. And look, it's worked out for you, especially having a little bit of tough luck at the beginning. It's you've been able to claw a lot of those positions back. So good on you.
Yeah, thanks.
No problem.
Have you guys been able to keep entertained in the booth?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, we had some Honda Fit fun facts and a couple other racing facts.
It has been a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
All right, Phil. We'll let you go as we just crossed the 10-minute mark. Enjoy the rest of your race.
All right, see ya.
See you, Phil.
Well, that was fun.
Absolutely. I just saw Joseph Yang did a 1:38.1, so his fastest lap of the session. So, and he's actually closing in on Jackson pretty good here. So let's sit in with here.
Val's back to 2.2 seconds. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I think he's had a couple issues. Different I guess approaches to corners. They haven't really panned out, and he's lost a little bit of momentum. Eric is keeping Ujwal honest. I mean, Ujwal is, he's done enough at the start to really open up the gap, but it's really settled around the 7-8 second mark. I mean, we've seen it kind of go up and down like little by little, but really nothing too bad.
Right on the rear bumper of Jackson.
He's really going for it. Let's see if he got a good exit out of here and he can
Maybe get this time.
make something stick. Seems to have a good run. Maybe try the inside. Jackson's going to try to shut that down.
Try the inside.
Hey, stick the car there. Looks like you'll be able to stick it. See, that's ideal there because you're not going the long way around to get past. You can just kind of zoom right by.
Just got to hold it on the outside. Oh, Jackson's going to try the outside.
Jackson's
braver than he is.
He's braver, and he gets the corner. Actually, Joseph had a little bit of an issue there. I guess he couldn't hold it on the inside. Not sure what happened, but
Might have lost it a bit.
yeah, Jackson just kind of ran deep but got it to stick. So hey, good on him. Maybe tire management a little better, maybe just a little bit braver into the corner. But either way, look, he's opened that gap right back out again to 0.7 seconds.
It's working.
Val kind of closing the gap again within a second and a half-ish. So he seems to be kind of working his way up to Eric, but unable to really make those moves and get past him. I mean, we'll see if he can do anything in the last 8 minutes of the race here, but should be one to watch in the last couple minutes, in the last few laps.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it's kind of heating up. Val's getting closer. Eric caught that lap traffic in a really bad place.
Yeah, let's jump in with Eric and see what's going on there. Oh yeah, lap traffic down in T2. It's not a really good spot to catch those lap cars because there's really only one line to that corner, and if you have to go around the outside, it really hurts your pace through turn 3.
Val hitting the curve. Let's see if Val can get past these lap cars.
Let's see if they yield.
Yeah,
Yeah, he gets through without too much incident. Seems to have.
Yep, so wheelie.
That was a little dicey, but manages to hold it.
Usually does not go well.
Absolutely not. I've seen trouble doing that. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's kind of good. Eric's now within 8 seconds. Scooting away.
He's just scooting along. We haven't seen Ujwal in a while. Let's just check in, see how he's doing. He seems to be at the end of the Andretti straight here, into the S's, caught some lap traffic, but just chugging away. Look, 1:37.9 was his last lap, so he's maintained his pace throughout the entire race, and it's a really fast time. Run a flawless race thus far. Gets around lap traffic, no sweat. See what he puts down now. 1:39 flat, not too bad considering the traffic. Comes around the outside of T1 there. Gets it to stick. You kind of just keep your foot well to the floor and stay committed. Let's see his line through T2 here and see what he does. Tucking it in on the inside. Ooh!
Oh!
Ooh! He hits the void, the little void in the track that we've had some issues with. Yeah, absolutely, and that just upsets the car real nice. We jump back in with Joseph actually because he's right on Jackson's tail once again. See if he can make a stick this time. Seems to have a really good exit at turn 5.
It's absolutely incredible how long that right rear stays.
Ooh, Jackson tried to close the door.
As long as he only makes the move once, it's not
absolutely.
Shorter distance, gonna try and go to the inside. Maybe he'll make it work. Oh!
Joseph's kind of. Oh
no!
Oh no!
Oh!
Oh no! Oh mama, that's that's not good. I'm sure.
I don't know what happened there.
I'm sure his car. Oh, it is.
Oh, the suspension's broken.
Suspension's broken. Yeah, look, he's having a tough time getting going again. I wonder if he's gonna have to. I wonder if he's gonna have to pit for that damage. That was a pretty hard hit.
I don't even know what happened there.
Me neither. I wonder if he got tied up in the back of Jack.
Whoa! Oh, he's freewheeling.
Little off-road excursion. Yeah, I imagine his suspension's in rough shape. I think he's gonna have to reset. Very unfortunate.
I have never seen a car go off in the infield of turn 8.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, it looks like his suspension's just collapsed. It's very odd.
I have never seen that problem ever.
It's very unfortunate for Joseph. He was running a strong race, honestly. Really unfortunate, especially with 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go. That you just kind of drop down the pecking order like that. That's endurance racing for you. It doesn't doesn't matter until the checkered flag drops. So you gotta stick with it.
He didn't even make contact with
Yeah.
That's weird.
I'm not sure. We're gonna have to review that after the race and see what happened. But
never seen that happen.
Yeah, gotta love the Assetto Corsa netcode. It does some weird things. Yeah, Joseph unfortunately disconnecting. So yeah, that's the end of his race. With only 4 minutes to go. It's heartbreaking, honestly.
He might not even drop that far in the standings too far, depending on how many laps ahead he is.
Yeah, I mean he might. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens at the end. Looks like the closest battle on track at this point is going to be Val and Eric, so a battle for P2.
Trouble. Who was that? Somebody spun.
Oh, that's Laszlo. Laszlo had a little incident. T5 here. Oh, that's going to impede the people trying to run through there. Oh, hits the wall pretty hard. See if he can get going again. Stay on the
backup sensor's not.
Stay on the right side. It is not, but it does have a backup camera.
Oh, okay. Well, they didn't use it there.
Well, clearly not, but it's all good. I guess that's not simulated in our virtual environment, as it were.
Yeah. He has E damage on his E race car.
Exactly. Hopefully his E okay. Doesn't have E whiplash.
No, his E Hans device.
Yeah. Gotta love that E Hans.
Yeah.
2 minutes 50 left. Looks like Val is the closest battle here with Eric. He seemed to have been maintaining that gap. I imagine it's just traffic at this point. That's kind of hurting his pace in terms of being able to catch Eric. So Eric's been able to catch him in the right spots.
Eric has gained a second on usual. I think he's close enough to close the gap now.
Well, let's take a look, right? Eric's 138.8. Ujwal's still 138.6, so he's still.
Make a mistake.
Hey, like we said, it's until the checkered flag drops, all bets are off.
You did just see a car's suspension explode, so
anything can happen.
True.
Val sending it through T5 there. A little tripod action once again. It's good stuff.
Getting down to 19th.
Do we got time for to one more Honda Fit fun fact?
We're not going to use it next race, so go ahead.
Alrighty. So, for Honda Fits exclusively sold in the Philippines, you can equip them with a touchscreen that includes an HDMI input on them. So, I don't know, you can plug in a PlayStation 4 and race a car while you race your car. I don't know.
My PS3 is a Blu-ray player.
Exactly. Maybe watch some movies while you're driving.
Like Biodome featuring Pauly Shore.
Oh, everybody loves Biodome.
It's definitely a movie that came out. I agree.
It is a movie, indeed. People have seen it.
Pauly Shore.
People have seen it. Got a minute 15 left. We'll see what happens. I mean, Ujwal's coming down T2 here, so this may be the final lap of the race.
It depends on. I think this will be the last lap. When I don't
I
think he'll
think
get back to the line before.
if Val needs to get a move, he needs to do it now if he needs to get it done. Like
Yeah.
he's got a little bit of gap to Eric, so unless Eric makes a mistake, it might be a podium in the bag for each of them. Eric holding on to a solid second place, but we'll see what happens.
Gaps on track incredibly spread out.
Absolutely.
Crazy.
Absolutely. I mean, honestly, for the second place battle to be this tight after, an hour 45 is quite impressive. So, hats off to the guys that have been able to kind of keep up. Especially, I mean, Ujwal has just been in a class of his own. But I mean, Eric and Val have been keeping him honest. The gap hasn't been widened all that much. So
yeah, everybody's been running a pretty solid race. Honestly,
absolutely.
There really wasn't anything that we saw that was kind of like, whoa.
So let's see, Ujwal rounding through the left hand in the S's, rounding T10, the last corner. Checkered flag about to drop.
Ujwal's going to come through. Win the first
There you go.
There he goes. Eric
flawless race. Absolutely. Val close behind. See what we got next here. We got Colin. Oh wow, quite a gap between the top three and the guys behind. Looks like Colin. I mean, he ran a really good race. Him and Thomas had a really good battle, but I guess Colin ended up on top on that one, and we'll see him round the last corner now and cross the line to fourth place.
And there's a bit of an update we're hearing from Joseph Yang that his VR headset. Very unfortunate.
Oh, that's awful.
Backstreet.
I've had it happen before to myself as well, and it's not a good time. Yeah. Thomas Langiel fifth. Solid race from him. Nathan Hodgins rounding the S's right now, gonna come home in sixth place. Watching around the line here. Sixth place for Nathan Hodgins, solid performance. Doug Newman, after having some issues as well, crossing the line in seventh. Jackson close-ish behind in eighth. Philip ending up 11th.
Oh, we almost lost him.
See Jackson coming around the finish line now, and I believe that's the last of the drivers to cross the line. Yeah, that well. Hey, you know what?
Has already been scored, I believe.
So let's run through that final finishing order.
Yeah, let's go ahead. We got Ujwal, your race winner. Eric's going to be coming in second. Val third, rounding off the podium. Colin fourth. Thomas rounding out fifth. Be your top five. Nathan Hodgins is going to be sixth. Doug Newman seventh. Jackson Oliveira going to be eighth. Lynkin ninth. Leaf 10th. Philip 11th. Brenison 12th. Dimitri 13th after starting so far back on the grid. Edgar 14th. Leo 15th. Walter 16th. Leon Laszlo in 17th. Randy in 18th. Anthony 19th. Eddie 20th. Joseph Yang on an unfortunate 21st. Gaglione going to be 22nd. Michaels in 23rd. Lorenzo's 24th. And Mr. Wagner will round out the end of the field. All in all, a pretty good race today with some pretty close battles. It was a very, very fun one here.
Absolutely. I mean, Ujwal was in a class of his own, but Eric and Val did keep him honest. I mean, Ujwal was able to clear that gap to a decent size early on and was just able to hold on to it. Eric and Val, very close battles throughout the entire race, but Eric coming out on top of that one, and Val finishing close behind, only a second and a half after an hour 45. So good battles throughout the whole field.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of all I have to say on the matter. That was a good race. I'm looking forward to next week going to Road Atlanta. Not my personal favorite track, but it'll be fun.
Absolutely. Let's look at that schedule. So yeah, Road Atlanta, race 2 is going to be May 11th in the Civic SIR. So more Honda hatchback action. That'll be very interesting. Road Atlanta is a really fun track. I'm sure that car will absolutely fly around there. Before we bring in the drivers for the interviews, why don't we show off some ads for Ontario Time Attack and Hit Motorsports, as well as DriverMod, who have all supported this series. Started with Hit Motorsports. Those were our 2 ads for OTA and HIP. Once again, thanks to Philip at DriverMod, who graciously has set up our server and helped us plan this whole series. He's been awesome. Check out his website, DriverMod.ca. You can read his articles and his musings. And back to the drivers channel, I believe we're going to drag in now. So let's hop in the drivers channel and talk to the drivers.
The end of the race started crashing into everybody.
Alrighty, everybody, we're live. We're live on our broadcast here. We're sitting in the drivers channel. So first of all, I guess we want to talk to, is Ujwal still in the chat?
I think he left.
He's
Fair
gone.
enough. Well, it's all good.
Exactly, chatterbug.
Mic drop.
Fair enough. Just win by a good gap and leave the building.
True. That's the way to do it.
Absolutely.
Did everybody enjoy that race? Everybody excited for the Civics next week?
I'm excited for anything faster than that.
Oh, yeah.
Race, buddy.
Yeah, that was not exactly the fastest car.
I mean, it gave us a lot of time to get to know each other for the coming weeks.
You guys had some good battles though. It was really solid. Val and Eric, you guys were on each other basically the entire race. It's really good to watch.
My question is, we must be at the Discord all the time because people talking and laughing distract a lot. I made a couple mistakes because I got distracted.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. Is who's second? Eric. Is Eric still here?
Yeah.
Let's get Eric.
Do you think it'd be okay for a separate channel for the people who want quiet, so that they're still accessible?
All right, we're back in the commentary channel. Obviously, drivers having their little discussions, but we're here with Eric. So Eric, solid P2 finish on your side. How'd the race go for yourself? How'd you feel?
I think it went as well as it could have. I didn't get a lot of practice, and like I said, I don't have a lot of Assetto course experience, so I was just basically going to try and finish without making any mistakes, and I was kind of thinking after the start that if I could have hung out in third, I would have been totally okay with it, and was just able to get by Val, and cars are so equal that it's hard to pass, so he just wasn't able to get back by through the traffic, and yeah, can't really complain with that.
Oh, for sure. I mean, the draft does help a little, but it looks like, you just had the car in the right spot, and he had nowhere to go. So, just really good car positioning on your side in racecraft, and it showed.
It was it was definitely helpful to have him back there. It was keeping me sane. I honestly think if there was a bigger gap, I might have made a little bit of a mistake because I might have just kind of gotten into a little bit of a daze or something like that with how long the race was.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you.
Yeah, no, it was good though. It was a good battle from start to finish, and like we were saying, you kept Ujwal pretty honest. I mean, he was able to extend quite the gap at the start, but I mean, throughout the race, it stayed around 7-8 seconds the whole time. So you guys were right on the pace with the leader. So should be interesting, I guess, over the next couple races. See if you can bring the fight to him and get some wins as well.
Yeah, he seems to have the Assetto thing down, so we'll definitely have to. Maybe I'll have to put in some practice this week to see if I can't keep up with him next week.
100%, especially for Road Atlanta. Do we?
Yeah.
After this, Jordan, do we want to interview Val? Maybe.
Yeah, let's bring Val in.
Bring Val on, and that should be about it, I think. Eric, anything else you want to say?
I'll just thank you to Ontario Time Attack for putting this on. Everyone sponsoring the Ontario Time Attack sort of e-racing that's been going on this winter. It's been a lot of fun. I haven't sort of been around the Ontario Time Attack crew in a number of years, so it's kind of been nice to get back at it in any way possible.
What a company guy. I really appreciate it, Eric.
Absolutely. Thank you, Eric, so much.
No problem. Thank you.
Congrats again on that P2. That's good stuff.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Let's bring Val in now.
Get Val in.
Val,
you're here live on the booth. How's the race going? You had a solid P3?
Yep, it was a long race, and I was working really hard to keep up with Eric. Eric thought I was just playing games by hanging real close. And really, anytime I had the opportunity to make a move, I wouldn't do it because I was waiting for like the last 10 or 15 minutes. But then I got some unfortunate lap traffic, and then I got gapped me by another second, which meant I wasn't in striking distance anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he seemed to get a little bit luckier in terms of meeting the traffic at the right spots. I know that really cost you quite a bit of time on the exit of T5 there, and basically kind of pulled those chances away from you. But
Biggest one was going into turn 4. I thought the person was going to hang on the outside, and then they chopped me, and I had to like come right off,
yeah,
going all the way down the hill.
you know, it's tough, especially in the fit where it's 100% momentum, and if
Yeah,
there's any spot where you're losing momentum, it'll cost you dearly.
Eric and I were joking. It's like, well, he would have like 2.5 seconds gap on me. It's like, well, I'll see in about like 30 minutes. I got some time to work this down.
Yeah, little by little, you know, like you get catch little bits of the draft here and there, but no, you kept them honest. It was really good battle to watch and really close. And I mean, we'll see on the next one. Maybe you guys can. Maybe the roles will be reversed and you'll end up in front. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm hoping that, you know, I'll be in striking distance at least next time.
Yeah, and hey, and it's an EG, so
yeah,
it's true.
Bring it on.
Yeah, see, you're gonna be good to go. You're gonna be good to go.
Cannot wait. All right. Is anything else you want to say?
I had fun. I loved the voice chat. I'm so excited to race with everybody for the rest of the season.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it, Bill. I guess that's it.
Awesome.
All right, I want to say to conclude the broadcast. I guess that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so.
All right. Well, yeah, from Ontario Time Attack and Hit Motorsports and DriverMod.ca, I want to appreciate everybody watching the broadcast. It was a lot of fun. I'll be live next week for EG6 Civics from Road Atlanta in Brazelton, Georgia. Should be a lot of fun. May the 11th. Same time, same place, same channel.
Absolutely. Make sure you come and watch, and hope to see you guys there. It's gonna be a fun one, that's for sure. Take care, everybody.
Have a good one.